Millions of years ago, survival was a battle every single day. Our ancestors lived in a world filled with danger, freezing nights, violent storms, and deadly predators hiding in the shadows. They had no cities, no tools made of metal, and no safe homes. But one discovery changed everything forever. They learned how to build shelters and how to secure water. At first, early humans wandered endlessly across dry lands and dense forests. When night arrived, fear surrounded them. Cold winds cut through their skin while giant predators waited in darkness. Many slept under trees or inside small caves, but those places were never truly safe. One terrible storm changed their thinking forever. Heavy rain flooded the ground. Lightning crashed through the sky, and freezing winds killed the weak. The survivors realized they needed stronger protection if they wanted to live. Using broken branches, stones, and giant leaves, they began building primitive shelters. It was slow and difficult work. Their hands bled while carrying heavy logs. Some shelters collapsed in strong winds. Others leaked during storms. But every failure taught them something new. Soon, they learned to place thick branches together like walls. They covered roofs with leaves and grass to block rain. Stones were stacked around the entrances to stop predators from sneaking inside at night. For the first time, families could sleep with a little safety. But shelter alone was not enough. Water was even more important. During dry seasons, rivers disappeared and lakes turned into mud. Entire groups became weak from thirst. Some collapsed while searching for water under the burning sun. Early humans had to learn where water could hide. Hunters watched animals carefully. Birds flying low often meant water nearby. Fresh footprints in mud revealed hidden streams. Some humans discovered water trapped inside rocks after rainstorms. Others dug into dry riverbeds until muddy water slowly appeared. Every drop mattered. They carried water using large leaves, hollow bones, and animal skins. Dirty water often caused sickness, so they experimented with heating stones and fire and dropping them into pools to make water safe for drink. Slowly, life became less chaotic. Shelters grew stronger. Water became easier to protect. Small groups stayed in one place longer, creating the first true communities. Children could sleep safely beside warm fires. Elders survived longer. Hunters returned to camps that no longer disappeared after every storm. These simple shelters and water systems became the foundation of human civilization. Without them, humanity may never have survived. The cold night wind howled across the prehistoric plains. A small family huddled together beneath a dying tree, shivering with fear. Somewhere in the darkness, hungry predators were watching. The father gripped his wooden spear tightly. He had failed to find shelter before sunset. Rain suddenly crashed from the sky. Within minutes, the ground became mud. The children cried as freezing water soaked their skin. Lightning flashed across the mountains, revealing glowing animal eyes in the distance. That night changed everything. At sunrise, the family searched desperately for safety. Deep in the forest, they discovered fallen branches tangled against large rocks. It blocked the wind and kept the ground dry. The father stared silently. This could become a home. For days, the family worked together. Thick branches became walls. Giant leaves covered the roof. Stones protected the entrance. The shelter was small, weak, and ugly, but it was theirs. That night, for the first time in many seasons, they slept without fear. But survival still had another enemy: water. The nearby stream slowly disappeared under the burning heat of summer. Day after day, the family grew weaker. Their lips cracked from thirst. The children could barely walk. Then the youngest child noticed something strange. Birds. Hundreds of birds flew toward distant rocks every morning. The father followed them. Hidden behind the cliffs, fresh water dripped slowly from the stone walls into a small pool. It was enough to survive. The family returned carrying leaves filled with water. They drank carefully, knowing every drop meant life. Soon, other humans joined them. Together, they built larger shelters beside the water source. Fires burned through the night, while guards watched for predators. The small camp slowly became a village. Generations later, humans would build cities, kingdoms, and civilizations. But all began with one simple idea: find shelter, protect water, survive another day. Life millions of years ago was brutal. Early humans faced freezing nights, deadly predators, violent storms, and constant thirst. Every day was a fight to survive. At first, our ancestors had no permanent homes. They wandered endlessly across forests and plains, sleeping under trees or hiding in dangerous caves. But nature forced them to adapt. Massive storms destroyed weak hiding places. Predators attacked sleeping families. Cold temperatures killed vulnerable children. Humans needed protection. Using sticks, stones, leaves, and animal bones, they began building primitive shelters. These early structures blocked rain, reduced wind, and created safer sleeping areas. It was humanity's first step toward civilization. But another challenge threatened survival even more: water scarcity. Without clean water, humans could only survive a few days. During droughts, rivers vanished and lakes dried into cracked mud. To survive, early humans became expert trackers. They followed animal movements, bird flight patterns, and underground moisture. Some dug shallow holes into dry riverbeds to reach hidden water underground. Others collected rainwater using leaves and hollowed stones. Over time, humans learned to stay near reliable water sources. Small camps transformed into permanent settlements. Shelters became stronger. Communities became larger. Knowledge passed from one generation to another. Fire protected camps at night, while water storage allowed humans to survive dry seasons. These survival skills changed human history forever. Without shelter and water, humanity would never have conquered the